Welcome to my Last One Podcast. Let's get into it. Today is Sunday. We got our Sunday episode for today. I do apologize if my voice sounds a little weird. Your boy got sick over the Christmas week and still recovering from that. So bear in mind, I may sound a little nasally and a little weird, but we're going to try to get through this show as best we can. Friday show, if you are on Patreon, it was a bit of a rough show for your boy, but we got through it. It is a shorter episode than normal, so I do apologize. But today we have an interesting thread. We have some scenarios to go through, so let's get to it, all right? So today's interesting thread is, what's the worst Christmas present you have received? I felt like it was in the spirit of the holidays since we just got past Christmas. Let's see what horrible Christmas gifts you guys got this year. All right. So let's see. All right. My husband's stepmother gave me a 36-year-old at the time a kindergarten-sized backpack, and when I opened it, she said, I actually bought that for a child a few years ago, and she hated it, so I threw it in a closet and saw it and thought you'd like it. None of us did. We all think it's ugly. That same year, they gave my 3 kids gifts totaling altogether $15 with the clearance stickers on them, while her biological granddaughter opened a $300 unicorn. That's crazy. Which they made sure we knew it cost $300. Wow. Yo, that's fucked up. And they pointed it out to everyone that our clearance stickers and what great deals they were. They weren't. And they made my kids leave the room so the granddaughter could take pictures with her unicorn alone. Wow. Yeah, there ain't no way I'd ever go to their house ever again. Like, bro, I get it. The gift is, the thought that counts and all that good stuff, 100%. But when you're plainly being just mean and vindictive to your own family, that's crazy. That's your family. Like, come on, man. That's so messed up. Like, them's is your grandbabies regardless, and you doing that to them, and then you got her, a 36-year-old woman, a fucking child backpack that you had sitting in your closet forever. She was just like, yeah, this bitch will like this. Yeah, or whatever. She can, bitches walk around with those little tiny, purses and stuff, so why not a little tiny backpack? She'll love that shit. Like, dude, I guess so. All right, what's the worst Christmas present you have received? Grandma got me a dollar store electric toothbrush. Y'all know that thing don't even turn on. Damn, Grandma forgot about you. Damn, she couldn't even do the decency of like getting you a card and putting $20 in it. She couldn't even do that. She was just like, oh, yeah, you know what? Psh, perfect. And I guarantee you she picked that up on the way to your house. That's some wild work, Grandma. That's crazy. She said, I'm going to get you a dollar store electric toothbrush, and yo ass going to like it. All right, what's the worst Christmas present you have gotten? When I was 12, I bought myself a Kindle. Me and my sister spent an entire summer working for our grandpa and stepdad to save up for them, each of us spending about $200. My mom got all 3 of my brothers a Kindle for Christmas, and I got some clothes from Old Navy. I was livid, and when I talked to my mom about it, she told me that my sister and I have been excluding our brothers from hanging out while we played video games, and it was unfair. She never apologized or saw anything wrong with what she did, and I honestly still haven't forgiven her almost a decade later. Damn. Wow. That's crazy. It's so messed up when there's like clear favorites. You know what I mean? Like they get the nice gifts and then you just get some clothes. And that's that. Because I remember being a kid, man. Getting clothes was probably the worst thing ever. You'd be like, and you'd be like, oh, whoa. Honestly, though, as an adult, it's shit. Your boy is just like, hey, man, I'll take some underwear and some socks. It's shit. You know what I mean? I ain't ever got to buy underwear and socks for the year. I'm good. Every Christmas, I just re-up. I'm like, thanks, Mom. Appreciate you. But, like, as a kid, nah, that stuff sucks. You're like, come on, man. Where the toys at? And then it sucks because, like, if you have a bunch of kids, I'm sure it's hard because it's like you want to get the older kid, things that they can actually use and, actually implement in life. And then obviously the little kids, it's like you want to get them something that's fun, but you can't get them something as expensive as the older kids, so it's like yeah, you get a Kindle, but you guys, you need new clothes. You motherfuckers be outside playing and getting dirty and all that kind of stuff. So I'm sure to some degree, like as a parent, when you got like age disparities like that with kids, it's tough because it's just like they don't need clothes. They take care of their clothes. You need clothes, motherfucker. Oh, man. This motherfucker said a dish towel. What? What's the worst Christmas present you have gotten? A dish towel. I was 8 years old. Is crazy. Oh, my God. He got a dish towel. It was like that little boy that got an avocado for Christmas. He was just like, it's a dish towel. Oh, shit. That's crazy, man. All right, what's the worst Christmas present you have received? When the Tamagotchi craze was in full swing, my siblings and I asked for one. My sisters both got one, and I got a jacket because mine was torn up and small. When I asked my dad why I didn't get one, if Santa thought I did something bad that year, he told me I was too old for Santa and needed to learn life isn't fair. I was 8 and my sisters were 7. Damn. From that point forward, I only ever received clothing. Damn. From 8 years old and on? Oh, bruh. Oh. Your parents were just like, yeah, man, it's time to grow up. You 8 years old, motherfucker. You gonna get a job in 2 years. Yo, that's wild, man. Damn. So from 8 to 18 for 10 years, you were just getting clothes. Because I guarantee you with your parents, they stopped getting gifts at 18. Guarantee it. At 18, they just were like, you're too old. You work now. And probably even sooner than that. Shit. Probably 15, 16. They were just like, man, you old enough to work. Go buy your own presents. Like, damn. Knowing your parents, God, that's crazy. Whoo. Hey, some people got it rough out here. All right, what's the worst Christmas present you have received? So, I was dating a guy for a few months. When Christmas rolled around, he had recently started a new job that required travel, and this was before smartphones and built-in GPS in your car were common. So, I splurged a bit and got him a German to help him find his way. For all you youngsters, I guess, a German is a little small, like, tablet looking thing that was a GPS, and what you'd do is you'd plug it into your radio and or your cigarette lighter, whichever port it had, and then it would power it, and then that's how you would get GPS in your car. That's what a German is, for all you people that don't know what that is. I remember because a family friend, his dad had one in his car, and I was like, the fuck is that thing? And I thought it was a phone, when I was a kid, but no, it's a German. Yeah, those things are kind of cool. All right, thoughtful, useful, but not too sentimental. It felt perfect for where the relationship was at the time. Due to schedules, we couldn't get together until a few days after Christmas. In my haste to go see him, I walked right out of the door without his gift. I didn't realize it until I got to his house, and I felt terrible, but he said, "No worries, I'll give you your gifts now, and I'll get mine later." Cool. So he goes into the other room and comes back with two wrapped gifts. I noticed some of the paper was messed up, like it had been rewrapped, but I didn't think much of it in the moment. I carefully unwrapped the first package. It was a MMA magazine that had clearly been read. I was confused. I did not like MMA, not even a little bit, nor have I ever expressed interest in MMA, not once. He, on the other hand, loved all things MMA. Trying to move on, I politely thanked him, set the magazine down. Why would you get your girlfriend a magazine?
We'll be right back.
If you like the podcast you're listening to right now, I have another show I want to tell you about. It's called Dark Mode with John Coyle, and it's the first ever comedy podcast for entrepreneurs, marketers, and creatives. I bring together comedians and marketers to brainstorm funny ideas for our listeners. I'm the host, John Coyle, and I've personally built and sold a social media agency, and now I consult with more than 40 brands. I started Dark Mode because I wanted to give everyone a peek behind the curtain of the business-changing and life-changing creative brainstorming sessions that I've been a part of. If you want to get your creative juices flowing and have a good laugh, then listen to Dark Mode with John Coyle wherever you get your podcasts.
What? Bruh. You could have got her like a chocolate Santa, and that would have been better than a magazine. You know what I mean? You could have got her like you could have got her a candle, and that would have been better than a magazine. Like, what are we doing here? And then on top of that, it's an MMA magazine. You could have got like a home decor one. You could have got one of those, I don't know how old you guys were at the time, but you could have got one of those like teen girl gossip ones where they're just like, take the test and find out who your boyfriend is. You could have got something else. There's so many things that girls like that are not very expensive, under $30. Like I said, there's a candle, a little small bottle of perfume. You could have got her soaps and lotions. You could have, you could have got her a bouquet of flowers, nigga. And she should have been happy with that. Like, bro, she's already a girlfriend. She already love you. Like, come on, man. God damn. All right, so trying to move on, I thanked him, set the magazine down, and refocused on the next gift. I could tell it was a DVD from the shape of the package, and indeed, it was a DVD of Forrest Gump. God damn it, man! What are you doing? What the fuck, man? Oh, God. This nigga said, yeah, hey, that movie right there, that's the movie, babe. That movie is great. You gonna love Forrest Gump. And I guarantee you she's already seen it. He's like, but you own that now. You know what I mean? You own that movie now. You can watch that movie whenever you want. Whenever you want. Now, don't get me wrong. Forrest Gump is a solid choice, except I already owned Forrest Gump on DVD. Yo, this nigga's just digging himself a hole. And now, here I was suddenly a proud owner of a second copy of an apparently used DVD. I again thanked him and sat there quietly trying to wrap my head around how he could have arrived at the conclusion that a used magazine on a topic I didn't like and a secondhand DVD of something I already own would make for a good Christmas gift. He also got a little quiet, then sheepishly volunteered. I got bored, so I watched the movie yesterday. I just stared. And then I hadn't seen that issue yet, so I went ahead and read through it. I think you'll really like it. This nigga, bruh. Come on, man. I don't know how you could be this clueless. I just don't. It's very simple on what girls like. They like very simple things. Again, I named off at least 5 of them. You know, you could have got a candle, soaps, lotions, flowers, little perfume bottle. Like, you could even got her one of those little jewelry kits, where like, they don't make them anymore. Not that I know of, but I haven't seen them in forever. I used to see them like back when I was a kid all the time. There was a girl I was dating in high school, and she had a little jewelry making kit, and you can like make bracelets or you can make necklaces, and it's cheap material, but it's cool. You can get creative with it, and there's like different patterns, and you can put different stones inside the sockets and stuff, so you can mix and match them and stuff. You could have even got something like that, and it's just like, she would have been 10 times more excited than a Forrest Gump DVD that she already owns and a fucking MMA magazine, and yo dumbass is sitting there saying, yeah, I haven't read that one yet, and I heard it's a good read though, you should check it out. And yeah, Forrest Gump, I love that movie. I watched it yesterday. And then on top of that, by him saying I watched it yesterday, that means you opened my present, you used it, and then you put it back and rewrapped it to give it to me. That's crazy. That's crazy. I know that nigga got dumped. God damn, man. That's crazy. All right, what's the worst Christmas present you have received? When I was 10 years old, my grandparents gave me an unwrapped suitcase for Christmas. In the interest of convenience, they used that suitcase for the wrapped present for my sisters. Wait a minute. Okay, so they gave your sisters the briefcase and said, what's inside is for you guys, and then the briefcase is for your brother. What the fuck? Matt, how old were you at this time? I wish you would have told us how old you were, because what? That is so weird. Nah, yeah, you didn't say how old. Oh, no, okay, you said you were 10. The fuck does a 10-year-old need a briefcase for? You know what I mean? What does a 10-year-old need a briefcase for? Where that little nigga going? He got unpaid parking tickets or something? Like, what the hell? Like, damn, what the heck is this? Oh, God. I hope your grandma, you know what I mean, she's not all there upstairs. That way this makes sense. You know what I mean? Because I would hate to think that, like, a sane grandparent would just be like, oh my God, little Billy is 10 years old today. We're going to get him his very first briefcase. He's going to be a little businessman. It's going to be amazing. Like, no. Get that little nigga a Bop It. Or a fucking, one of those, I don't know what kids fucking play with nowadays. You know what I mean? Get him something. Like, golly. All right, what's the worst Christmas present you have received? The time I was really into Green Day and emerging alternative music in the mid-90s, and my mom bought me a few CDs. Back then, CDs were something stupid like $20 each. Facts, I remember that. I remember when CDs were like fucking $50 to $40. I'm like, yo! Now they can't even get rid of CDs. CDs are like $2, $1. You know what I mean? You can't see a CD for more than $5 nowadays. That shit is wild to me, man. Wow, awesome gift. Except CDs were Tony Braxton and Mariah Carey, and something else I've completely forgotten. Probably like Sidney Courtier or Michael Bublé or some shit like that, because those were the big people at the time, especially with music, and they were the ones selling CDs at like Target and Walmart and shit. That's probably what who you guys got. Or the Christmases when my brother would get a pile of presents or something pretty expensive, foosball table, air hockey table, etc., and I'd got a couple books and lip gloss. I love those things, but the gifts themselves weren't bad, but I clearly not the favored child. Yeah. In the aftermath of gift opening, my mom would look at the pile and my brother that my brother got and the few gifts that I got, then make a big show of stomping around the house claiming she knows she got more for me. She must have misplaced all the other gifts. Without fail, my several years in a row, she misplaced my gifts because she realized in the moment that she spent way more on my brothers than me. Never once did she ever find these misplaced gifts. Aw, that sucks. And to make it worse, my birthday is shortly after Christmas, so I never got much for my birthday because the budget was blown on Christmas. My brother's claims he remembers me getting shitty birthday gifts, and I was always jealous of his. I didn't have any memory of that, but it very well could be. The worst birthday was the year I only got a Bible with my name stamped on the front in gold lettering. That's a birthday I quite remember clearly. Damn, I feel bad for you December babies. That must suck, man. Oh my God. If my sibling had like a birthday in December, I'd probably just get them something, you know what I mean? Like really nice, you know, and I still get them something for Christmas, but I get something really nice like for their birthday. That way it's like their birthday feels a little more special, you know, because I feel like people who have birthdays around Christmas and stuff, they don't really care for Christmas that much just because Christmas overshadows their birthday. And it sucks because Christmas is like a day where everybody gets presents, but your birthday is a day where only you get presents. You know, it's like, I care more about my birthday because it's me, it's my day, you know. Christmas is everybody's day. And so, yeah, damn, that's gotta suck, dude. That's gotta suck. I mean, I hope like maybe in your adult years, your brothers kind of pitched in and would get you some, you know, something nice. Be like, hey, you know, we know mom never could get you anything good. You know what I mean? So here you go, you know, here's I don't know, something super nice gift, insert here, you know. All right, on to the next one. What's the worst Christmas present you have received? The year I gave my ex-husband a Tag Heuer watch, he gave me a $19, or I guess a $20 Walmart blender. We already had 3 blenders, nigga. I guarantee you the first blender you bought her, she was so happy about that shit. She was like, oh my God, a blender. This is amazing. And then the next year, your dumbass buy her a blender again. And she's like, well, I mean, you know, I guess we could both make smoothies in the morning. Okay, sure. You buy her 3 blenders, nigga. Now she's like, okay, all right, bro. What the fuck? This man's just like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? You know what I mean? That's his philosophy. He's like, if it ain't broke, why fix it? Cause man, homeboy is just like, hey, shit, she liked the blender the last 2 years, so I'm gonna get her a blender this year. Like, come on, bro, what are we doing here? Since my dad isn't on Reddit, I will share his story for him. When he was young, he was hell-bent on becoming a drummer. Okay. He would make a full drum kit out of my grandmother's pots and pans and whatever he could. Very detailed setups. After months and months of building drum sets and drumming on anything he could find, he woke up Christmas morning to an acoustic guitar and guitar lessons. Oh, shit. He told me he took a few lessons and would always end up flipping the guitar over in the class with other students and just play it like bongos. Oh. I mean, I guess you guys should have got him a drum kit. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. A guitar is probably the cheaper way to go. But, yeah, I mean, you could have got a cheap drum set. You could get one for about like $300-$400. You know what I mean? You could get a pretty decent one for $300-$400. You guys could have got, and I get it, that would have been loud, you know, put it in the garage or some shit. But, you know, it's like, my man's ain't out here trying to play guitar. You know what I mean? Like, he ain't trying to play guitar. I get it, though. It's sentimental, you know what I mean? Like, holy shit, you realize, like, my love for music, you know? But it's just the wrong instrument. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's just the wrong instrument. I think even like my brother was the same way because I remember one Christmas my parents bought him a guitar and he tried to learn it and he gave it up immediately. You know, it was something he just didn't like. And then I picked up guitar and I pretty much just like inherited that guitar from him and I learned it and, you know, I took it on to, you know, doing music and as a career for a bit and stuff like that. And so, but for him, it was always like, he was more of just a rhythm-based kind of person. You know what I mean? And he didn't really find that out until, if you guys remember, a game called Rock Band came out. And when that game came out, that's when he really found out that he really enjoyed drums and he really enjoyed that. And, it's one of those things where you got to lean into the passions that you have. You can't really just blanket it and be like, oh, well, he likes music, so we'll just give him something musical. And it's like, no, it has to be specific, because if it's not, then the interest just goes away. And I think that's what happened with his dad. It was just like, yeah, my interest is music, but I like drumming, and you guys could have even just got him a little set of bongos for like $60, and he could have just been do, you know what I mean? Those are hella cheap. You didn't have to spend $300, $400 on a full drum kit. You know what I mean? You could have got him some $60 bongos, and that man would have been happy. I'm just saying. All right. What's the worst Christmas present you have received? A set of miniature butter knives with ceramic fruit and vegetables as the handles from an aunt who said that I was so hard to shop for. I was 7.
Stop the cap.
That's crazy. No, you're not capping that you were 7. Sorry, I hit the wrong button. Fat fingered it. But the fact that you were 7 and they were like, you're so hard to shop for. Are you kidding me? Seriously? That's crazy. They're 7. You could have went to Target. You could have went to the fucking toy aisle. And you could have picked out damn near anything there. And they would have enjoyed it. They're 7. They wouldn't know. They wouldn't know the goddamn difference. And then they're 7 at that time. You could ask them, hey, what do you want for Christmas? And I guarantee you they'd have a long ass list of shit. I know I did when I was 7. When I was 7, I had lists. Man, me and my brother, we had lists, and our parents would have us put it on the refrigerator, and we'd have our lists up on the refrigerator for Santa, and so, and we would, every day we'd look at the list, and, we'd come home from school and want to add shit to the list and stuff like that. It's like, all you gotta do is ask them. They'll tell you, maybe not kids nowadays. I don't know. Yeah, because, my mom has recently told me that, like, whenever she has asked, her boyfriend's kids what they want for Christmas, they struggled to. They were just like, oh, I just want money. Oh, just this. I don't care what it is, And she's just like kind of dumbfounded at like how they don't know what they want. You know what I mean? And it was like, when she dealt with me and my brother when we were kids, we had lists. Like, we had long lists of just random shit. You know what I mean? It was just random stuff. And so, I mean, knowing that you're not going to get like everything on the list, but you're going to get a good amount of it. You're going to get like 4 or 5 things on there, depending on, what they are. And so, I guess things have changed, but obviously I would hope that this would have been, back in the day time when they're talking about, but it's just like, it's like, damn, what the hell, man, All right. What's the worst Christmas present you have gotten? A comic book that was laying around the house for several months, which I read twice in this period. I didn't know it was supposed to be my surprise present. That's crazy. That comic book was just laying around the whole entire time. You've read it at least twice. And then they're like, here you go. And you're like, oh shit, it might be like another comic book, That'd be dope. It might continue the one that I read twice already. And then it's the same one. And you're like, oh, all right, yeah. Damn. That would suck. Like, are you kidding me? You just picked something up off the counter and was just like, let me rewrap this up. That's wild. I could never do that to somebody, if I'm being honest with you. You know what I mean? I could never do something like that to somebody. Like, bro. You're like, what the fuck? That's just crazy. Something that they've, lived with in their house for damn near a couple weeks, months, whatever, and then you just rewrap it up and give it to them. Like, that's crazy. All right, this is going to be our last one. This was actually, or hold on, what's the worst Christmas present you have gotten? All right. This was actually a recent one. Been with my girlfriend for like 2 to 3 years now. Her family considers me a part of the family. But my girlfriend's mom, aunt, and are probably the most hypocritical and batshit insane people you could ever meet. Aunt believes that if you use a GPS, you are a bitch and that doesn't deserve to live in that state. She proceeded to get everyone lost when she was driving us around on vacation. She lives in Florida for 27 years by that time. My mom is a manipulative narcissist that actually said to my girlfriend and a mutual friend that ours, that the only reason she has my girlfriend around is because she is the person that she uses to let her anger out on, i.e. yells about nonsensical crap, pushes her, or makes her feel like she is worth nothing 24/7. Bro, what the fuck's up with your mom, bro? What the hell? That's crazy. Like, look, man, I get, if your parents don't like your significant other, like, that's fine. But they don't gotta be like that. Honestly, I don't know why you bring your girlfriend around your mom knowing she's like that anyway. What is wrong with you, nigga? Like, I would make it apparent, like, all right, look, babe, you guys can't be around. You guys are like oil and water. You just don't mix. You don't get along. What we're going to do is, I'm going to drive to you. I'm going to pick you up. We'll do Christmas over there, or I'll do Christmas over here, and then I'll come see you and we'll do Christmas over there. Like, bro, what are we doing here? You gonna, man, that's crazy. For Christmas, I went over to my girlfriend's home to celebrate with them before celebrating with my girlfriend. Wait, hold on. You went over to your girlfriend's home to celebrate with them before celebrating with my girlfriend at my house. Okay. Got a present from the aunt who sent something over. I received a single rubber duck that had a bottom torn out, a note that was stuffed in the opening, and on that note was a sentence: if you're reading this, you killed the birdie. And the painted rock that was just painted black, the words "best buds" on it. My mom was the worst one, though. I got a nutcracker. I didn't fully understand it at the time, but I finally got it when my girlfriend's dad took me aside and said, in a hushed tone, "I'm sorry for the gift, but Trey has given that to eldest daughter's boyfriends as a threat." Whoa. Okay. Like I'm gonna bust your balls or something? I guess. That's right. I got a broken rubber duck that blamed me for killing it, a painted rock, and a threat that if I did anything to hurt my girlfriend more than what the mom already does, that her mother will use the nutcracker. That's crazy. Wow. What the fuck, bro? What in the hell? Your life is just a conundrum of crazy decisions and wild people. I guess that's Florida for you. Is that what's going on? All my Floridians, please get down in the comments and let me know. Is this just natural in Florida? You guys just be doing this weird shit? You guys be just yelling at your child's significant others and, be giving them rocks and shit and rubber ducks talking about you killed it and nutcrackers as threats? Like, wait, what? You like, look, man, look, that to me is just weird. Like, I'm gonna put your balls in the thing's mouth and I'm gonna, like, what? I don't know. Okay. All right, man. I'm done with this thread. You guys, you got some crazy shit for Christmas. What the hell? Man. The shit y'all niggas got for Christmas is horrible. And man, grandparents are just wild out here. They need to start asking. Just ask. Just ask motherfuckers what they want for Christmas. It's not that hard. Or so I think it's not that hard. I don't know, man. That's going to be into that thread, though. You guys let me know what you think about that one down in the comments. If you guys have gotten anything crazy or horrible during Christmas this year, let your boy know down in the comments, because apparently that's what we're doing, man. That's what we're doing. We're fucking getting crazy gifts for Christmas. So, it is what it is, okay? All right. Without further ado, though, we're going to go ahead and hop through announcements before we get to today's scenarios for today's show. Patreon.com/Am I the Asshole Podcast, getting an exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenarios to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday show, like these people did here today. All right. If you're an audio listener, please download as well as rating the podcast 5 stars if you haven't already. I know a lot of you have, and I appreciate that so much. I've seen it in my analytic app, and I can see who's rated and who hasn't rated, and you know who you are if you haven't rated. And if you have, you know who you are. You're the GOAT. I love you. Thank you. But the people who haven't, get on in there, man. It's for free. It takes like 2 seconds. You push one button, and then you push 5 stars, and then that's it. And it helps out. That's it. You're already on the podcast page. You're already there. You might as well do it. You might as well just boop, boop. You come back every week, whether it's for a Tuesday, a Sunday, or Haunting Adeline. Whichever one you are, you come back every week. So you might as well hit the 5 stars. Help your boy out here. You know what I mean? Help your boy. It's faux free. And if it's faux free, it is faux me. And if you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of things, go ahead and click that link tree down in the link. Go to our Instagram, TikTok, as well as YouTube. Subscribe and follow us there. Helps out a lot, baby. And guess what? It's free. It's free. Just for you. Because I love you. All right? It keeps it free out here. And if you want to support the show, you can on Patreon. You know what I mean? For all those who are catching up on Haunting Adeline, don't worry. I do have the updated playlist down in the description for you guys. That playlist should be updated as of now. I know over Christmas I didn't have it fully updated, but it should be updated as of now. So I got you guys on that. Everything should be fully updated. All the Haunting Adeline episodes up until where we are is in there for you guys. So check that out. Get caught up, because boy is Haunting Adeline getting it juicy, and I'm ready for it. Okay, so without further ado, let's get into today's scenarios we got going on. Our first one is, am I wrong? Girlfriend still talking to ex. My mind is going crazy. I mean, dude, just the fact that she's talking to her ex, she gots to go. She gots to go. In my opinion, there's no good reason to be talking to your ex at all. There's no reason to even be friends with your ex. Friends with your ex means that you want to get back together with them. That's what that means. Friends with your ex means you want to get back together with them. There's no good reason to ever be friends with your ex. There's no good reason to ever be chummy with your ex. What the fuck are we talking about here? You know what I mean? If you're friends with your ex, you want to get back together. Either one of you does. It may not be both of you, but at least one of them. And a lot of times it's the dude. Let's be real here. Yeah, I mean, a lot of times it's the dude. Sometimes it's the girl, but a lot of times it's the dude. Yeah, I mean, they trying to get up back in them sweet walls. Hey, but let's see. Let's get into it. So I met this girl who is still married. Nigga. All right, bro. Do I even got to read the rest of this? Really? This ain't your girl, bruh. This was never your girl. Fuck we talking about? Wait a minute. You said girlfriend is still talking to ex. Nigga, this ain't your girlfriend. She been taken. She's been taken, bruh. Oh, come on, man. This motherfucker out here wasting my time. God damn. Nigga. You're over here talking about your girlfriend is a married woman, bruh. If you don't get your delusional ass up out of here, god damn it, man. All right, look. I've never turned down anyone's story ever, and I ain't gonna start now. But then I can already tell this story is a waste of time. It really is. It's a waste of time, dude. All right, so I met this girl who is married. They've separated 4 years ago due to an abusive relationship. but she hasn't made any moves to get the divorce finalized. Oh, I wonder why. Before me, she dated another guy, but now we're together. The other day, she wasn't feeling well and called her ex-husband to bring her some medicine, which she should have called you, but I digress. I was really hurt by this, especially since she insists there's nothing going on between them. They share a cat, and I saw him texting pictures of it. She swears there's nothing left between them, but she's hesitant to tell him that she has a boyfriend now. I told her I wouldn't be comfortable with you or with this situation, but she responded by saying, you can't control who I talk to. To be honest, I still talk to my ex because of the divorce. We live in different states and we don't see each other. I'm feeling conflicted and need some advice on how to handle the situation. Any thoughts? Wait. Okay. Is that you that talks to your ex? You can't control. She says you can't control who I talk to. To be honest, I still talk to my ex because of the divorce. We live in different states. We don't see each other. Oh, okay. So you used to be married as well. And so you still talk to your ex, but you guys live in different states and all that kind of stuff. And you guys have already been divorced. You guys are finalized and all that good stuff. Okay. Personally, with her saying that you can't control who I talk to, yeah, nah. You're there for a fun time and not a long time, buddy. Let's get this straight. All right? You are here for a fun time, not a long time. Okay? The moment her ex decides to, I don't know, get his shit together or whatever she's got justified going on in her head, well, once he decides he wants her back and all that kind of stuff, and that's why she doesn't want to say anything like, oh, I got a boyfriend and all that kind of, no, because I guarantee you guys are your boyfriend. To her, you're just some nigga, she's smashing every once in a while. You know what I mean? I guarantee you ain't no boyfriend, bruh. You are no boyfriend. You are nothing serious to this woman. You are nothing to this chick. Let's be real. Let's call it out. You sitting here looking at it like, oh my God, this is my girl and I love her and she's amazing. And oh yeah, it's just this one little thing, man. And she just talks to her ex. Oh, well, they're divorced. They have a cat together. So, that's how it goes. And it's like, no, bruh. No. That's stupid. That's fucking retarded. What are you doing, man? You know what I mean? And you want to know why I'm good to talk about this? Why? Because I had an ex-fiance and we had a cat together. But you know what I did? I stopped talking to her. You know what I mean? It's like, dude, we're done. We're over with. That's that. Sure, we had a cat, and I loved the hell out of that cat. Like crazy. That cat was my son. But we're not together anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, dude. But the fact that, like, they're talking to each other and they're holding on to some little, coziness is the fact that you're just there to have fun while she's trying to get back together with him. That's just what it is, man. And for some reason you don't see it. I don't know if you're coochie-natized or, you just want to put the blinders on because you like her so much or whatever. But I'm telling you now, man, the fact that she said what she said and the fact that she still talks to her ex and, she doesn't want to say to him that she has a boyfriend or is even dating you. I guarantee you, if you guys were out and you ran into him, she would just be like, oh, that's my friend. Guarantee it. Or she would just be like, oh, no, this is just some guy I met today. He's a cool dude, whatever. I guarantee you it. Guarantee you, you'll see it with your own eyes and it would just destroy you. I'm telling you now, man, this was a waste of time. We already knew. The moment you said she was married, bro, cut it. You know what I mean? Cut it. But again, you guys let me know what you think about that in the comments. Absolutely crazy, bro. She, like I said, she don't like you like that, man. Yeah, she don't. Proof's in the pudding. Yeah, her actions are making it very clear. All right, on to the next one. Am I the asshole for not giving my wife a second chance? Oh, man, let's see. Does she?
She belongs to the streets.
Does she? We'll see. All right. So, where to start? I'll try to be brief. I've been married 21 years. So, I have 2 kids, and one of them has special needs. We've been separated since May. I told her I was planning to file for divorce in January. The marriage has been awful for the last few years. I suspected my wife has mental health issues. I've had no success getting her to seek help. I took online marriage courses to assist, to no avail. I'm the sole provider. There was some financial infidelity in the marriage where she opened several accounts and used money to pay the balances when I knew nothing of it. She treated me with significant disrespect for years, including verbal and physical abuse. After I told her I was planning to file divorce in January, she called me a lot of names and said that I was a deserter. I'm not, as I'm paying for every bill the family has, and a piece of shit for not giving her another chance to work on the marriage. She has started to make some efforts now that I've left, but to be honest, I'm just done. Am I the asshole? No, not at all. Not at all, because you did your job as a man. You did your job as a man. You provided and you were there for your family and you were there for her and you sought out help and resources in areas that you could not help her in. And guess what? She did nothing. She did nothing but just sap off of you and leech off of you and sit there and give you no support. And all of the support that you were giving her, you asked for very little and got none. And she asked for the world and you gave it to her. Nah, she doesn't deserve a second chance. Fuck that chick. You know what I mean? Because you want to know something? When she gets out on them streets and she realizes how cold they are and how sucky dating is, you know, she's going to be like, damn. And how broke dudes are nowadays. Oh, man. I hear it all day, every day about how dudes are just broke and they can't, set up a date and they can't, they don't know how to talk to chicks and they're just weird and this and that and all that kind of stuff. Trust me, man, you're going to be like, damn, I had it good. I had it so fucking good. It was ridiculous. Like, my man was taking care of me. I didn't have to work. I didn't have to do nothing but just sit up in the house, take care of the kids and just be, just be a good, dutiful wife. That's all I had to do. That's all I had to do. And what I go and do, I was disrespectful and lashing out and being all fucked up over nothing. Over nothing. That's crazy, man. Over nothing. Nah, you don't give her a second chance because you're a good man and she doesn't deserve a good man, and that's what it is. You want to act disrespectful and you want to do all that stuff to a man who's giving you everything while he asks for little in return and you give nothing? Nah, you don't deserve it. You don't deserve it. Go find another woman out there. I guarantee you'll be able to replace her like that. As good of a dude as you are, you'll be able to replace her like that. And she's going to be like, damn. Guarantee it, bro. Fuck her. That's crazy, man. Nah. Nah. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, though. On to our next one. Let me see here. Oh, really? Oh, all right. Okay, this is our third one. So, am I wrong for not inviting my boyfriend to my birthday? Okay. Am I wrong, 22 female, for not inviting my boyfriend, 37 male, to my birthday party after I was invited to his last weekend? For context, I took him to a birthday dinner and he told me that he is going to his best friend's birthday just to poke his head in, and he just found out about the get together an hour before dinner, and he said I'm not invited. When I asked why I can't come, also, I felt really hurt that because I always been invited over his friend's house when it was more intimate setting, okay? And that he was leaving me right after his birthday dinner I took him to. It turned out the party was for him and his friends, and he ended up staying till 4 a.m. I got really upset because I seen on Instagram it was a huge party with so many women, and for some reason I'm not allowed. So I was giving him an issue, I was giving him an issue on the phone because he has been lying to me. He said he was coming back to me, and IG that made him anxious that I was so upset. So he put his phone off all night till 4 a.m. God, man, y'all need to proofread. I mean, maybe her, English isn't her first language. Then maybe that's what it is. I do get a lot of those kind of people, but whoo, sentence structure, please. My God. I also found out 2 days later, he's been known about the party and made up that I wasn't allowed. I was allowed. I was allowed. He was just embarrassed. Of having a young girl around, or so he says. Who really knows? Because he's a liar. I mean, dude, if anything, he would want to have a young girl around because then but I think what it was is, there was some other young things there that he was probably trying to, get with and whatnot. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's probably what that really was. Yeah. I was allowed, and he was just embarrassed of having a young girl around, or so he says. Who really knows, because he's a liar. So now my birthday is next weekend, and I'm getting an Airbnb with my friend who also shares a B-Day with me, and I'm not inviting him. And he's so pissed off and flipping out and saying, I'm going to be with other men. Why can't he be there? Blah, blah, blah. I want to move on and dump him completely for some reason. I feel really bad because he's really upset about that. And I met a new guy my age 2 days ago, and he wants to take me on a date tomorrow. I don't know what to do. Also, to make things worse, we are not even in a full relationship. He hasn't put the title on it yet, and I'm tired of my time being wasted. He's really not a bad guy at all, just some hiccups, but I still feel like this is going nowhere. This is a good enough reason to move on. Honestly, okay, it's weird because your reasoning for it, no. Like, look, if he doesn't want to go to the birthday party, if he doesn't want you to go to the birthday party, whatever, it is what it is, and he wants to do all that shit, whatever. You can be mad about it, whatever. You decided that you didn't want to invite him to your birthday. No, that's cool. That's fine. You know what I mean? And I get it. He's over here. Let him whine and cry. Nigga, you did this to me. Hey, this is what happens. It is what it is. Yeah, but at the same time, it's just like, nigga, okay. And I say this to say that it's like, I'm trying to gather my thoughts. I'm sorry. Okay, so him going to the party by himself and not wanting you there, or whatever, fine. Go ahead, do your thing, and then like you can be mad about it, whatever you want to do. Personally, for me, I would have looked at it like, that's not your man's. It's not your man's. He hasn't asked you. He hasn't put the title on it or made it official or anything like that. You guys are in a situationship, and so for him, he looks at it like, I could just do whatever I want to do. You know what I mean? That's not my girlfriend. I technically don't have a girlfriend. I have a girl I'm seeing, but I don't have a girlfriend. You know what I mean? And so for him, he looks at it like, I'm going to this party and I'm single. And so it's like, for you, act according. Okay, shit. I'm not your girlfriend. That's fine. You're single? Cool. Me too. What you should do is I wouldn't break up with him or anything. If you want to do that, you can. I don't really care. But this new dude, take him on birthday with you. You know what I mean? Have some fun, do your thing. And if he wants to get mad and be all upset and all that kind of stuff, just be like, what do you mean? We're not dating. We're not together. And then that's why I say, you could break up with him if you want, but it makes no sense because you guys aren't together. So it's like, what are you breaking up from? Like, sure, you guys were talking and hanging out and, you guys are in this situationship or whatever, but I mean, you guys aren't anything serious, so why act it like it's serious? You know what I mean? Why? It would be understandable if dude was, actually making, efforts to move towards being in a relationship with you and stuff like that. Like, I'm the type of guy where, I don't really get serious with a girl until at least like 6 months, if I'm being honest with you, just for the simple fact that like a lot of people are one way in the beginning of a relationship and then they're completely different later on, and a lot of times what I've noticed through my experience is just after 3 months, that's when you really start to see like a person, you see the cracks opening. I think a lot of people get into relationships a little too fast. And then, they realize the cracks in the foundation and all that kind of stuff. They realize it in the relationship. And now they feel like, oh, fuck, I have to make it work, versus being able to just kind of walk away from it because you guys aren't like necessarily together. You know what I mean? You guys are just still in that getting to know each other stage. And, I think it's a big reason why I'm still single the way I am, because a lot of girls don't like that. They're like, what, 6 months? What? That's forever. Oh, and I'm just like, look, dude, if that's not what you want, you want to hop into a relationship fucking 3 weeks into knowing each other, I'm not the guy for you, and that, yeah. But with this situation, it's like, you're starting to see, those cracks. You're starting to see them. Yeah, I mean, he looks at it like, I'm single. I can do whatever I want to do. Da, 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 da. So it's like, go ahead, do what you're going to do then. Do what you're going to do, girl. Invite homeboy over and be like, hey, come to the Airbnb, I mean, you ain't got to let him smash, but that's up to you. I'm just saying, that's up to you. You could, and you shouldn't feel guilty about it, because homeboy, you guys are in a situationship. It's like, bro, what do you mean? You went to that party and you were single. I went to my birthday and I was single. Like, I'm just saying. So it's like, you're not really breaking up with him at all. It's like, you guys aren't even together. Like you even said, we're not together. We're just doing the thing. It's weird because there's so many like in between terms now with people. It makes no sense to me. Like there's talking, then dating, then situationship, then I wouldn't even say friends with benefits is a thing anymore, but I guess you could say that. It's just, there's so many in between things nowadays, when like me, it used to just be like you would talk and then you were in a dating stage, and the dating stage is where, you actually get to know them. It's kind of like what I call the trial period, the trial period of you guys going out. You guys are, being a couple, you guys are seeing what it would be like, you know what I mean, to have that level of interaction with another person. You know what I mean? And that's why for me, I like to be in that dating stage for a good 6 months, because then it really allows me to see who you are, and it really allows you to see who I am. You know what I mean? Because I ain't perfect. I'm going to have some flaws and things you don't like, some things you didn't realize, things you're like, oh shit, man, I don't think I like that about him, or oh shit, there's things I don't like about you. And you know what I mean? And you really see everything. And then once you get to that 6 months, and if you still feel like, hey, I can do this, beautiful. You know what I mean? The relationship's going to last long. But I think what it is nowadays is a lot of people just jump straight into boyfriend, girlfriend as fast as possible. And it's just like, whoa, date, get to know each other, spend some time, relax. You know what I mean? It's like, dude. But like I said, though, as far as the scenario, I just do your thing. You know what I mean? Do your thing. Ghost homeboy. You know what I mean? Ghost him if you want to do that, and go see the other guy that you're talking about. You probably might not like the dude that's your age, though, just because of the disparity. Like, I'm sure she dated a far older guy, because he was able to kind of do things for her that, guys her age can't necessarily do. But I mean, you never know. Cause I feel like the guy her age, she's going to get bored of that guy really quick. And the reason she'll get bored of him really quick is because, a 22-year-old dude, man, trust me, when I was 22, I didn't have a lot going on. I have shit going on, it's like, you ain't really got it like that. This 37-year-old dude, I'm sure he was more established. I'm sure he had things in place. He could do more things. He was a little more, knowledgeable on just women and interactions and stuff like that. So I'm sure for her, she was like, oh shit, like this is great. Oh, this is fun. We're doing all these cool things, but with the 22-year-old dude, she might have fun with him for a couple months, but then she's going to be like, oh, okay, like this kind of sucks. You never know though. Hey, I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. You let me know what you think. I'm rambling. Okay, on to our next one. Am I the asshole for breaking up with my girlfriend of 6 months, 2 days before her birthday? Damn. I, male 27, broke up with my girlfriend, 25 female, of 6 months, who kept calling me an idiot, retard, etc. She first started doing a couple of months ago. She first started doing a couple months ago. Okay. And I told her respectfully that it bothered me and that I had dealt with this in a prior relationship and do not take it lightly, even if it's meant as a joke. She said, okay, but gave off a reaction that she still, a reaction that she still thought I was overreacting. After that, she would slip up and accidentally say it and then say something to the effort of, oh, I'm sorry, you don't like that, and try to move on as though it was nothing. I ignored it until a few weeks ago when I was fed up and still respectfully told her that if she persists, that I would ignore things that she has told me were important to her. She was offended by what she called a threat, and we had our first fight. We were both fight where we both apologized and agreed to do better. Just that evening, she slips up and says pea brain. I ignore it, but I go to bed feeling angry and sad. The next morning, she slips up again and says retard. I'm not a physical dude, nor do I shout and yell, but I need time to myself when I'm mad, so I leave her and go to the living room. She starts weeping profusely and accuses me of emotional manipulation, at which we have our second fight, and I tell her that she is at fault here. We kind of make up, and I'm not feeling 100%, so I tell her that the next day that this is a deal breaker for me. Should it happen again? She agrees, and I'm thinking this is a resolved matter. Yesterday, she calls me an idiot over nothing, and I just left and took some time to myself. She sent me messages saying that I was punishing her with my silence, and that I was overreacting over not wanting to hear her apology and accept that this is hard for her to control. Today I broke up with her. I felt super shitty over it due to it being her birthday in just a few days, but her rant when we spoke was so insulting and infuriating, partly being called overly sensitive, manipulative, and not wanting her to apologize, and telling me that her presence and acceptance with my erectile dysfunction problems of late should be met with the same patience and support for when she's struggling not to call me an idiot or a retard, and that my ego is too big to accept any mistakes. I told her that evidently we have massively different views on this, and this appears to have been the best course of action in the end. So, am I the asshole here? Technically, no, because your girl don't respect you. And if there's no respect in the relationship, like she expects you to respect her and to be there for her and to be nice to her and all that kind of stuff, but she can act any old kind of way to you. And if I'm being honest with you, it was a thing where, you would keep giving in to her, and that's why she kept doing it. You would step away from her and kind of ignore her and give her this silence, and then she would kind of feel it and be like, oh shit, like maybe I should stop. And then you would hear her out and say sorry and then make everything okay, and then all of a sudden she would be like, oh, okay, cool. Like, I could do this, and he's just gonna say sorry, and then I could just go right back to doing what I'm gonna do. And if I'm being honest with you, it's one of those things where, you should have, like, when she would say that, you would ignore her, and if she wants to cry, you let her cry. If she wants to yell and be and all that, you let her yell. You know what I mean? You don't tolerate that kind of behavior. That's the thing. You got to treat her like the child she is at that point. You want to act like a child, you're going to get treated like a child. And that's the way it goes. And I think a lot of guys do this shit with girls, is they just let them do whatever the fuck they want to do. They're like, oh yeah, you kissed that random guy? Oh, it's okay. Oh, it's fine. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I was the reason why you did that. Aw. Like, no, what are you doing? Like, what the fuck, man? Your girl beating you out in public and doing all this shit, and she's yelling and calling you names and stuff, and dudes are just like, oh, it's okay. Oh, no. A lot of times those girls, they do not respect the man that they are with, and you should not be in that relationship anymore. I would have been left that relationship, I ain't gonna lie to you. After the second time that shit happened, I'd have been like, get the fuck out. That's all I would have said. I'd have been like, get the fuck out. Get out. You're done. I'm done with you. Because I'm not about to sit here and tolerate a girl that doesn't respect me in a relationship. That's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, I get it. We could joke and we can have fun and we could do all that. That's fine. But if you're sitting here and you're persisting that shit and you're doing that and you know how it affects me and you know how that makes me feel, but you don't care, and that's fine. Get the fuck out. You can get on out of here. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes, man, you dudes need to be putting your fucking foot down with these chicks. I don't understand why you guys don't. It's ridiculous to me. Put your foot down. Like, there is no way. There's no way. It's absolutely bananas to me. Like, there's so many times, like, in the dating scene, I guess you'd say, that I've met a girl and, she makes it seem like, oh yeah, I'm all about you. Oh yeah, da 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 da. And then I catch her being like close and intimate the way she is with me with some other dude. And I'm just like, oh, well, you guys have a great time. And she's like, wait, no, what's going on? No. I'm like, no. You guys have fun. You have a great relationship. Peace. I don't tolerate that crap. You know what I mean? I don't tolerate that. I don't sit there. It's either, we're talking and we're getting to know each other and we're doing this thing or not. And a lot of people try to sit there, oh, but yeah, that's how dating is though. Everybody's seeing multiple people. I'm like, you know what? No, that's cool. That's fucking cool, man. But I'm not about to deal with that shit. Fuck no. I'm not about to sit here and be some consolation prize if, say there's some other dude who is, ahead of me, but then that guy doesn't want to be with you. So then you just talk to me out of boredom or pity, nah, man, I'm good on all that. I'm either the first choice or I'm no choice, and I think that's where a lot of dudes, they break down and they're just like, oh, I don't care. I'll be any choice as long as I'm a choice. And it's just like, nigga, what are you doing, man? Because this girl, clearly, she got with this dude. You could tell that she got with it, and their relationship's only 6 months old, so I can tell that this is what it was. She got with this dude because, she may have had 2 or 3 other guys that she was talking to that nothing worked out, and she was like, fuck, those are the guys that I really want to be with, but they don't want to be with me, but this guy wants to be with me, so, I'll see if things work out with this guy, and we'll see where things kind of go. But then she kind of realized, damn, I could kind of walk all over this guy, you know what I mean? He ain't really nothing. And that's what she did. She fucking walked all over you, and you allowed it to happen over and over again because you kept sitting there and you kept tolerating her bullshit. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's okay. Oh, I just don't like this. And da, da, da. You know what I mean? You were just kind of being a little bitch about it. And instead of putting your foot down and ignoring her and treating her like the child that she is. Like, bro, you want to act like a child? You want to say these stupid little gimmicks to me? Cool, man. All right, then. I'm going to give you that treatment right on back. I'd let her cry. Like, what the fuck are we talking about? You ain't got no respect for me. You can get the hell up out of here. The toleration is crazy, man. Crazy. But you let me know what you think about it in the comments. You let me know what you think about everything that we've gone over today, as well as the thread and all of that. Hope you guys had a wonderful Christmas. We're getting into New Year's next year. Literally on the day of New Year's I'm going to have an episode released. So I got you guys. I think it'll be New Year's Eve. I think it's going to be the 31st that episode will come out. But yeah, love you guys all. Hope you had a great Christmas. Hopefully you guys had a good time. We're going to get into 2025. I'm excited to see where the show goes in the next year. I'm excited to reach 2 years of doing the show. You know what I mean? If we get all the way to August 14th again, you know what I mean? It would be crazy. I can't wait to see how many episodes we'll have done by then, man. God, we're already at almost 300 now. So it's like, shit, we might get close to 500 by the time we get to our second year in the show. But you never know, man. You never know. It's going to be crazy. Appreciate you guys. Love you all. I'll see you on Tuesday. And yeah, peace.